Yeah, so we've done fairly slow going on the Swiss motorways. This is all new roads to us, so it's an interesting Kia adventure. This way you've got the wind behind us. It's not that strong, but it's noticeably more efficient.
In 1 kilometre, keep left onto 2 towards Basel City.
So 13.2 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometres so far today. It's been slow going. Obviously it's busier motorways than we get in France, but they're very smooth. And we've got our Swiss motorway pass on the window, which cost us €43, and we would have done about 220 kilometres on Swiss motorways, which works out at about 25 centimes a kilometre, I guess. So when your sat-nav says stay on this road for the next 250 kilometres, you know you're back in France. So across the road there are hundreds, maybe thousands of new Peugeots parked underneath solar panels, because this is just coming up on the other side to the big Peugeot factory at Sochaux in this eastern part of France. When we came up this way a few days ago, it was sort of quite amazing how big this factory is, but I guess it's nothing particularly special in the world of car making. But what I was quite surprised with is all the thousands of solar panels that the new cars get stored underneath. So we've done about 220 kilometres so far today. We've got about another 180, 190 to do. So 6:30, been on the road for about 5 hours, 5.5 hours, done 410 kilometres, arrived at the hotel in Chalon, and free charging here at the Ibis. We're down to 26%, and we're going to be able to get up to 100% overnight, ready to start at doing another 400 and something kilometres tomorrow. So pretty good really, 15 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometres, halfway, looking forward to some dinner. 7:30 in the morning, charged overnight at the hotel to 100%, so 452 kilometres of range showing, so it's good to get quite a lot of free. At least 300 kilometres of free, I reckon. So got 450 to do today to get home, and then we got to go pick up a dog. See how we go. The busy auto routes of central France. This is actually a new bit of auto route where you don't have to stop at a barrier. It just sees your car registration, you log on to a site, set up an account, and it takes your money. But the interesting thing is that this is about an 80 kilometre run, and it was only €3 I think when we came over. Yeah, it's €3. So 200 kilometers done this morning so far, about another 240 to do. And for the first time we stopped at an Engie station. We're starting to see these all over actually. We've seen 3 or 4 on this trip. So there's a lot more competition coming. The last place we just stopped 20 minutes ago to have a wee and swap drivers, there was 6 Tesla chargers and 6 Ionity chargers at brand new services. But just shows something I've not seen before. Oh, and of course this is all undercover, which is nice. So I've never seen this before at a plug-in place, where the prices are up on the board like they are for petrol and diesel. And you can see you can charge AC. The price per kilowatt hour is the same. But anyway, very impressive. There are in fact 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 12 electron pumps here, effectively. Anyways, picnic tables as well, so we're going to visit those. So Engie then, French energy company. Loads of chargers and a squeezy sponge. That's cute, isn't it? This is what we want. Service for electric vehicle drivers. Look how clean that is. And you can drive.
Thanks.
I'll drive.
No, my turn.
So Engie then, all pretty good. They say that all their chargers are powered by renewable energy. Okay. They're a big wind and solar supplier here in France, doing grid scale stuff. And they're using Siemens equipment, although this one's got a broken telly. And in fact 2 of them are not looking too healthy, but this all looks very new. Missed opportunity with the roof though. Could have put solar panels up there, maybe they will at some point, don't know. But yeah, I mean, disappointing thing on this, with fastest we've seen charging is 55 kilowatts. Mind you, we were at 51% when we plugged in, so on this trip we've never really been plugging in at a low state of charge. It's been about 30 to 50, but no, I haven't seen the maximum 70 odd that we've seen in the past, and it's not that warm actually. It's only about 9 degrees, 10 degrees. So yeah, Engie on our way very shortly. So just to finish off then, we're back in the field on a very rainy day. I've just dodged outside in between the showers and have a walk with the dog wherever he's gone. I don't know where he's gone. Anyway, so the total cost of our 1,750 kilometre round trip was €69.82. Now, okay, we got lucky. We had a free vend with Engie there. That if the free vend had been at 75 euro cents, that would have been 13, just under 14 euros. And of course we got 2 lots of free charging at the hotel. Now I wouldn't expect a hotel, if they were going to charge at the rates we pay at home. We only pay 16 euro cents a kilowatt hour here at the moment, although pretty much all my charging I consider it to be done on solar. it's effectively free. We produce slightly more solar power in a year than we do kilometres based on the average consumption of average efficiency of the car. But if I were paying for a full charge at home, and of course we left home at the start of the trip with a full charge, that would have cost me €10.24. But if as I say, I got 106, just under 107 kilowatt hours for free at the hotel, and let's say they'd have charged me 25 centimes, which is what the supermarkets around here that used to offer you free charging, they're now charging 25 centimes a kilowatt hour for it. Not quite as cheap as you get at home, but pretty cheap. Obviously, much cheaper than a rapid DC charger on the auto routes. So that would have been €26.50, and that would have brought our total cost up to €120.48. Now, if I'd have had a 50 miles per gallon hybrid or diesel, I'd have used about 100 litres, I've worked out, and that would have cost between 175 and 180 euros. So obviously I saved in fact about 100 euros when I did the trip, because of the free charging that we were lucky to get. But even if I had to pay for that charging, I'd have still saved about 50 euros on the trip. Now, I've been having a bit of a debate with a guy in the UK on another YouTube channel. He said he's an EV advocate. He's had an old Renault Zoe for years, but he says they're only good for local trips. And he thinks the answer is plug-in hybrids. He's got I guess it's a very nice Passat plug-in hybrid, and it does about 30 miles, I think, so he can do his commute. But, you know, the evidence suggests he's wrong. Plug-in hybrids are becoming a smaller and smaller percentage of the electrified sales, and battery electric vehicles are by far and away, every month in fact, they become a bigger share, and plug-in hybrids become a smaller share. But he actually insists on this, and he says that in the UK it's actually more expensive now when you're on a journey to plug your car in than it is to fill your tank up. Now, okay, but he's missing the picture in that most of the time we're not doing long journeys along motorways. We're plugging in at home, or we're getting some cheap electricity at work or in the supermarket. We're not paying 75, 85 pence, like he says you're paying in the UK for most of your charging. Okay, it is more expensive in the UK. We found this last year when we were over there in November last year. But, you know, even doing this sort of euro to pence calculation, it is more expensive in the UK. That's true. But even so, you never really do all of your travelling just plugging in. So how he can say it's actually more expensive on a long run, because in fact you on an EV you start your journey, certainly with our car, with, you know, a couple hundred miles to play with, having charged at home. So, you know, you're still going to save loads of money over a plug-in hybrid or any other kind of fossil fuel car. Anyway, hope you found that interesting, and yeah, I'm going to run in now before it starts raining again. Until the next time.